has witnessed 78 companies listing on the bourses, collectively raising over 1.6 lakh crore rupees. However, out of this, nearly half of the listings have ended the fiscal year below their issue price. Hormaz joins us now with the details. Hormaz, take us through the year that eventually was, as far as IPOs were concerned. We had a great start, but of course a tepid close. And more importantly, what this now means for the future IPO pipeline.
Well, looking at the market sell-off of the last 3 months, it almost feels like people have forgotten about the existence of IPOs, but there were lots of them in FY25, particularly in the first 9 months. And summarizing that data from Prime Database, around about 78 companies went public in FY25, and out of them, nearly half, or almost 34 of them, ended below their issue price at the close of the financial year. That's what the Prime Database data is indicating. Now, there were 10 such companies that listed below their IPO price and stayed below them. There were 24 such companies which opened above their IPO price but ended up giving up most of those gains, and there were also 10 companies that saw a sharp surge in the initial phase but then are now down only to single-digit gains when compared to their IPO price. And there were plenty of underperformers when it comes to these IPOs. Godavari Biorefineries is leading that chart, 60% below its IPO price at the end of FY25. Kararo India, Western Carriers, Saraswati Sari not far behind, with shares falling anywhere between 50% to 55% from their IPO price. Of course, that does not mean that there were no outperformers for the financial year. There were plenty of them, and there were some of the names like KRN Heat, which has surged almost 4x from its IPO price in just 1 year of listing. And Bharti Hexacom is another one, 153% surge despite a significant correction from the top that the stock has seen. So another outperformer there. And Quadrant Future Tech, another recent listing, almost double from its IPO price. Now, some of the IPOs might be returning anytime soon, but the market volatility is keeping a lid on these future IPOs. And of course, another factor is that the shareholder lock-ins are coming to the end of these already listed companies, so expect some more action in these names as well.
Many thanks for joining us, Hormaz. Reliance has entered the